Let us talk about Taylor Swift. We know that a verdict could be reached as soon as today in her case against a now-fired radio DJ. Closing arguments are underway right now in a Denver courtroom. Taylor Swift is trying to win a counter lawsuit against David Mueller, accusing him of assault and battery for an alleged groping incident in 2013. This is a photograph from the meet and greet. Mueller says that Swift and her team lied about what happened, and that ultimately cost him his job. Well, on Friday, a judge tossed out Mueller's claim against Swift, specifically, but his case against Taylor's mother and a member of her management team still stands. Attorney AnneElise Goetz is here to help me sort it all out, because this is sort of a back and forth and back and forth. Okay, one thing we know, the jury has to be unanimous, right?
That's correct. And so that could play into how much time we're going to see in the deliberations.
What do you predict?
Less than 2 days.
Okay.
I mean, we're only down to one claim on his side, one claim on her side. The judge just slashed and burned what he was originally bringing on Friday. Taylor's out, as you mentioned. And so they're only looking at the tortious interference claim against her mother and the member of her management team, and then her corresponding claim, the assault and battery. And that's where I think it may take the jury a little bit more time.
Okay, we also know that she's only suing for $1. But we know that the jury has the ability to give her more than that. How does that work, and how do they figure that out?
It's unique because when most people are suing, they're looking for money bags, right?
Yes.
And they're shooting for the stars as opposed to coming in so low.
Yeah.
She said, I'm doing this for the women. Essentially, I'm doing this for the people that can't afford to have their voice be heard. And so it puts the jury in a unique position, because they may follow her lead and say, look, she's not trying to bankrupt him. We're not going to bankrupt him either. We'll find and give the dollar. Or they could say something along the lines of, she had to come out of pocket for all those attorney's fees. We want to at least, draw a line in the sand and say, this is inappropriate behavior. You're paying something.
We know that Taylor Swift's mother actually said that they didn't pursue criminal charges, and she didn't want to, because she didn't want this whole incident to define her daughter. But I know that in some minds, a lack of a criminal case, people might think, well, then she wasn't really serious about, making him pay for his, not physically pay, but, seek justice for his behavior.
I would disagree with that. I think until you've been a victim of a crime like this, it's very easy to say, oh, just go to the cops.
Absolutely.
You don't understand what you are putting yourself through when you have to stand up and say, I was a victim of assault, sexual assault, and what that means for your narrative for the next 2 years. Let alone if you're a celebrity, even if you're a regular person, what that means. And I think that, frankly, she was very kind to him in saying, I'm going to report this to your employer, but I'm not going to take it any further. He made his bet on this one. He is lost in the court of public opinion, and I think, he suffered quite a bit as a result of his own actions. And it'd be hard when she actually did bring the civil case 2 years later in response to his to then try and do it, because 2 years, a long time has gone by, and it's hard to bring a rape case after 2 years.
Absolutely.
Let alone a groping case.
Well, and some people have even said, why did she wait so long to do this? But she's countersuing him.
Right.
He's the one that pursued the civil case, and she countersued in her own defense.
She's like, you want this?
You want to dance, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, right. All right, AnneElise Goetz, a delight to talk to you. Thank you so very much. We'll watch it. She predicts 2 days, less than 2 days, the jury will deliberate.